Notification. Hello, hello. I'm pretty sure we got audio dialed in. Can we get a what? What? Talk to your producer. Oh, yeah. What do y'all think? I need feedback from y'all. I need feedback from y'all. I am not seeing that we are live on Facebook. Says I'm live. Okay, I see it now. We're good. We in. We in. We in. It just took a minute. Don't do one night stand. I think it looks sweet. I'm glad I took the lighting down. I hear dark and moody up in here. They should be able to. I wish there was an audio setting like you could see. I wish you could see the audio on StreamYard. Oh yeah, there you go. We should be being able to be. Yeah, we're being picked up. Sweet. Hey, welcome in. Howdy, y'all. It's been a while since I've been live on personal Facebook page. Yeah. Oh, are we on YouTube too? Check us out. So we just spent what 3 hours?
No, all day plus.
No, I'm
3
talking.
hours
Yeah,
talking about Curtis, my man Curtis Lowe.
was that his last name from last night?
Curtis,
I don't
Curtis
know.
with the groceries. I don't know.
It's I love and hate the feature of TikTok that you
Oh,
like.
I forgot.
What? What? Oh, you forgot your hat? You had to put your hat on? What are you doing? I don't know. Stop. What are you doing? No, sir. Stop it. Those are decorations. Put them down. Oh, I figured as much. Whatever.
Self-conscious about my baldness.
All you gotta do is let the kids talk about it. Who was your friend that was messaging you and talking about the audio? Maybe he can give us some
Chris.
feedback. Chris.
Chris.
Hey, whoa. Where'd your face go, bro?
Right here.
Okay.
Both.
Nice. Both. So,
I've been moving shit around so much that I want to make sure that
oh yeah.
I was in the frame, not in the frame, supposed to be in the frame. Maybe it.
Yeah. I don't see any comments though. Ethan's here.
Ethan, are you here? You gotta go to Jen's page.
This has been a 4-day project of just setup. Audio sounds good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
That was earlier.
was earlier. That was earlier.
Okay, where are we at?
We should be on my page. I saw it.
So, can you can you hear me? Can you
Oh, do
guys,
you want me to check?
Ethan? Can you hear us?
Okay, hang on. I'm gonna put my mic on mute and see if I can. Oh no, we sound great. I'm good. I'm happy. I don't have to check
I think
nothing.
it's a lot better.
Oh no, we sound great. I'm good. I'm happy.
What up, Laura? Raznik?
She my friend.
She your
She
friend?
my friend.
She your friend is?
Yeah, she my friend is. All right, so are we gonna do this card game or what?
Y'all gotta like send us some stars.
Send us some stars.
Stars. It
Stars?
says send 200 stars to pin your comment here.
So why we no see comment?
I don't know, but it's after hours time, so break out the cards.
Oh, we're not doing the after hours deck. That's a TikTok deck. We can do a deck, but we're not doing that deck.
What deck do you prefer?
I don't know. There's several. You just gotta pick one.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Several, huh?
I don't know. There's like 5, I think.
Yeah. This thing's got to be like in your mouth for you to hear. Put mic in your mouth.
What do you know about that?
I mean, $20 is $20.
I can't with you.
No, you can't. But
Are you watching the comments?
no,
Because they're not popping
They're
up on here. Well, I don't know why they're not generating, but Mason.
because
Oh,
we're
you
in
know what?
two
I think.
different
Hang on.
areas. Oh, look, we actually get to see people's names today.
In a group, we're on a page. It's different. We're on a profile page, so you can see the names when they comment.
Sweet. Are we
Hey.
too loud?
I'm
We
sorry.
kind of need to know if we're too loud.
I'm sorry for coming in hot.
Gotta do what you gotta do. I know that's right. Gotta pay them bills for buy them groceries.
Oh my goodness. No, we're not doing the after dark. We're not doing after dark. We're not doing it. You be answering. You want to answer all the questions? I'll ask them and you answer them.
Okay.
No, we're not doing it. I'm not doing that.
Chicken.
Yeah, you're right. I'm not doing it.
I don't understand.
The
why.
freaking PTO is on this page. No,
Maybe you should block them.
can't.
All right.
Look
Here we
what
go.
just fell from the ceiling.
Well, hey, Chris, if you're watching, this shit doesn't stick.
Oh my god. Okay.
All right. So, are you ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready for this. Are you ready for
y'all
this?
ready for this?
I'm
How
excited to
many
be
people
here.
are tuned in?
I don't know, but there's gonna be more.
All
'Cause
right.
people are gonna be
So,
like,
look, y'all need to like add people to this because
share it.
the shit gets funny. I'm just gonna let you know. Share it out, bring people in, and I'll start off with
I would
this
come. I
one.
can't read that say. What does it say?
I want some ice cream. Dang it! Nope, don't leave yet. You ready? What is your opinion on threesomes in a committed relationship?
That's a fuck no for me.
I'm telling you, you guys don't want to leave yet.
Yeah.
And now there's 5.
Now there's 5. No, we're not doing it. No, absolutely not. I think open relationships and a committed relationship is stupid.
Agree.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And if you want to be in an open relationship, like go be in an open relationship. So why would you be in an
Take your
open
ass out of
relationship?
this one.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why are you looking at me like that?
Not you. I mean, not you, but the person that was here before you.
Yeah. Second that motion.
I think she did. She obviously took herself and did that.
Next question.
Okay. What's the most romantic thing you have ever done for someone?
What kind of question is that? For someone?
For me.
For okay, that I'll take. Okay. Um,
What's the most romantic thing you've ever done for me?
I don't know. What do you think is the most romantic thing I've ever done?
No, we don't get to play this shit like that. You don't get to flip flop it. If you wanted to ask the questions, you should have started with the deck.
Mhm. What kind of wood do you use to build your deck?
There's only one type of wood that I have,
Oh my
and that's
gosh.
hardwood.
um. Okay. What's the most romantic thing I've ever done for you?
Laura says hell to the nah.
That's what I'm saying.
What up, Lori?
Lori
Miss
Tate.
Tate.
What is the most romantic thing? I don't know. I feel like I'm so average. So I really don't know how to answer that question. Are
You
you
should be
saying
able to
I
answer this
I should be
question.
able to answer that question?
I'm not saying nothing.
Mm,
I gotta sleep somewhere tonight.
There's a brand new couch in here. Um,
It's too hot in this room.
it's very hot in here. It's all the freaking equipment. Um,
Can y'all hear any music in the background?
Most
Can you give us some
romantic thing
feedback?
I've ever done. I don't know, babe. I'm
Give
I'm
him
stuck.
his mini me,
Honestly, he's a copy paste of you.
my baby.
Yeah,
I think he's asleep,
he should be. Next.
and it's after dark.
It is after dark.
Tell me about the last time you stood up for yourself and how it made you feel.
Well, um, last time I stood up for myself, I I stand up for myself a lot now, a lot more than I used to. I I walked away from a lot of relationships recently that just weren't serving me anymore. That I saw true colors and could no longer turn a blind eye. And I feel like the more that I shut those relationships off, the easier it is to shut them off. Like that's a blessing and a curse. I can totally see that. But without going into too much detail, yeah, I feel amazing. I feel good. I feel like I don't care what
Thanks
anybody's
for the hearts.
viewpoint is on the outside of this relationship. Yeah.
Right on. I need you to continue elaborating.
Shoot. Um,
Can you dig a little deeper into that?
dig. You know I'm not a digger. These hands aren't made for a shovel.
Mine aren't either.
I'm just not. I don't know. Like they're I don't know. I just got sick of battling myself and being like, am I the problem? Am I not the problem? Am I the problem? Am I not the problem? Like I just constantly felt like I was having to do self-evaluation and I just got sick of it.
Sounds like a very depressing subject, so I think we're going to move
Right?
along.
Next.
Could you date a person with children? If so, are you prepared to do the step parent thing if things progress?
Yeah, of course. I totally could. I mean, obviously, we're very happy in our relationship. And yes, being a step parent is not easy and it is hard and it's challenging, but it's also very rewarding.
Sorry, I got
What,
my people.
what are you doing?
Got my people checking their audio out.
Oh, okay. I like these new anybody like these aluminum cups? These are pretty cool. They're pretty neat. I only bought them because the store was out of the plastic cups, but not intended for hot beverages. Not safe for microwave. God, I hope not.
Not
Um,
safe for microwave
not
use.
safe for microwave use.
Yeah.
Um, I'm asking you the question.
Um. Yeah, but you're gonna have to bear with me,
Okay.
or just talk for a minute
Mm.
so that I can
So we got some feedback from the last live we did. I did. Oh,
Goodness.
it's the dogs. Um, the last live we did, the audio was awful, but so we did diagnostics, and it turned out that the camera audio was picking up, which muted the mics, and then we had to reroute around to our podcast software boards, mixers, whatever you want to call them. Anyhow, that took us 3 hours to figure out.
Oh my goodness. Yes.
Mm-hmm. I don't like that question. So next, yeah, we'll go with that one.
All right. You want me to go back to asking the question?
Yeah, that'd be great.
All right. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
You have to answer some of these too, okay? Like just because you're asking.
Oh,
Oh, you're opting out
okay.
of that one? Okay.
What's the craziest thing you've ever done?
Craziest?
Yes.
Shit. Um,
Craziest. Like just lost your mind, did something crazy.
that sounds really stupid to answer because it's very self-incriminating, and
Pass?
you know
You
what?
can't
No,
pass on
know
every one
what?
of them.
F that. No, F that. Okay. The craziest thing I ever did was go against everything in my book, against my soul, and go take back shit that was fucking mine and set off some confetti bombs so that I would always fucking be remembered. Okay.
I think you were always going to be remembered.
Oh, I always am going to be remembered.
So, yes.
Mhm. You?
The craziest shit I've ever done? Or am I going to be remembered always?
Eh, I think you'll always be remembered without a doubt. But
Craziest shit I've ever done. I don't know. I've done some pretty crazy shit.
oh yeah, hashtag YOLO.
Yellow.
YOLO. You
YOLO.
only live once.
Yeah.
FOMO, fear of missing out.
I'm not a FOMO.
You ain't ever missing out. I'll tell you that.
No.
Because you right there in the middle of it, starting it.
Mm.
Yeah.
And you're right there beside me.
Hell yeah, I am. Stirring that pot.
What you know about that?
What you know about that?
Craziest shit I've ever done. So, this one time at band camp, I met this guy named Curtis.
Shut up. You're ridiculous.
You guys else should have been on TikTok the other night with us.
It was pretty
That was
good.
probably the craziest shit I've done in a while.
You know, for us both. Yeah, that was a really good date night.
Yeah,
That was a
so
really good date night.
it wasn't last night. It was the night before.
I'm so exhausted from this
I
week. I
think.
can't even tell you what day we did what.
I think that was. I don't know.
We
Monday
made
or
a dollar.
Tuesday.
We made $1.
So we went live on TikTok for
6.25 hours.
oh my gosh, it felt like a lifetime
Yeah.
until 5 a.m.
Yeah.
And I'm like, the sun's about to come up, and if I don't go to bed before the sun comes up, then I don't go to bed.
Then
And
somebody needs to take care of the baby.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyways, we went live on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
Met this wonderful person named Curtis,
Mm-hmm.
and he just
Wait, okay. So before you go into that, how many people came into the TikTok live?
so there were 16,000 people in our group.
That came through my feed on TikTok.
Yes.
And
A lot came from-
we were averaging about 600 people at a time.
Mind you, we did the after dark cards.
Right. It's a different crowd. TikTok is a completely different crowd. And yeah. Yes.
Especially late at night.
Yes. Yeah. Some of the freaks that try to join your live.
They didn't try.
Oh yeah. The
Oh, actual,
the
like,
request to
come in,
join. Yeah. To join
Yeah,
the feed with you.
I
Yeah.
know. Yeah, that's.
That was here. Put that with that so it doesn't get lost.
But, anyways, yeah, TikTok is on fire because we did the after dark card set.
Yeah, definitely are questions for sure.
So
And we honestly answered them. And then if there were something that like I felt uncomfortable with answering, like just an answer. Some of it is just like I'm not going to share.
Yeah, but the question was, what was the craziest thing? So
Yeah.
that was
It was fun. It was a lot of fun. I laughed so much.
I,
And the
I my stomach hurt from laughing.
honestly.
So it was like
And people were tuning in from all over. That was the cool part.
yeah, all over the world,
Yeah.
the entire world. Uh, yeah, this one lady was from Alabama.
Mm-hmm. And we
Yeah,
had Colorado,
and she was
California,
on the
Washington.
entire time
Oh yeah, she
with
was.
us.
Yeah, she was the whole 6 hours.
Yeah, so I moderated it to begin with, so I was obviously number one, but she was number two the entire time
Mm-hmm.
from start to finish.
Mm-hmm. It was pretty cool.
So to have somebody on for the entire 6 hours, that's pretty crazy.
But we earned $1.
That's the new joke. Got to make $1, right?
Gotta make $1, baby.
Got to make $1, but that's all we made. So
Yeah.
on TikTok, you get the coins,
You can like send
and then
hearts and
or
roses and
the
whatever else.
hats
Yeah.
or gummy
Yeah.
bears,
Gummy gummy.
yeah, or dinos.
Rawr.
But yeah, it was crazy.
hmm
What'd you miss? You missed a lot.
On TikTok.
Yeah.
There ain't no money to be made in TikTok. Not unless you're doing brand deals. That's different if you're being paid for content versus going live. The live just really is for your ego. Next question.
I really don't like this deck of cards.
Pick a different one. It's like they need an in-between deck between that one and that one.
Yeah, it's like this question says, do you want to be in a long-term committed relationship? I feel like we are.
Then you're just gonna have to find the questions that appeal to
Like,
us.
what are three of your top pet peeves when it comes to the opposite sex?
Toilet seat up. Waking me up in the morning without coffee. Yeah. You've set the bar. Like I don't know what to tell you.
By bringing you coffee.
Every time you wake me up in the morning, you bring me coffee.
So, man, I've got a lot of years to bring you coffee. That's a lot of coffee.
Yeah, you know in the Bible it says Hebrews.
Yes, he does. He does brew good coffee though.
He really does. Um, other pet peeve.
How's that a pet peeve? Of me bringing you coffee. Oh,
No,
you
no, no,
being
no. If
woke
you
up
wake me
without
up
it.
without it. Um,
Even if something else is first?
you're always trying to just push that line like
Yeah.
as much as you can.
Yeah, that line's right there to be
Right
put.
there. You just
Yep.
keep pushing it so you can cross over it. Hey, David, how are you? If Jimmy, what?
Jimmy crack corn.
Oh.
And no one cared. Why did he crack corn? I don't know why.
You tell me. You trying to tell me that nobody cares and we should get off? Is that what it is? Mm-hmm. I don't know what the third one is. What's your pet peeves of the opposite sex?
Um,
Not replying to text messages, I guess, or phone calls or communicating. That would be my biggest thing. Is it's like
that's number
you
3.
have your freaking phone in your hand. Why can you not at least
Okay,
like
so that's one
thumbs
for
up?
me. Also,
When do I not respond to
I
you?
didn't say it was directed at.
You looked at me side
I
eye.
didn't.
Yeah, you
No,
did.
no.
Okay.
They can see.
Mm-hmm.
Did I side eye?
You did. Next.
Put it on Pinky in the Brain this morning.
Pinky and the Brain Man. I haven't heard. What are we gonna do today, Pinky? Same thing we do every day, Brain.
Try and take over the world.
It's so old. Reminds me of there was another little show that was on. Was it? I can't remember the name of it. Anyways, okay.
Who's watching from Facebook? Anybody? Or not
Those are all Facebook.
Sorry, not Facebook.
I don't think
YouTube.
you're gonna get any YouTube comments. You're not answering questions though.
I know. Make sure there's a message in YouTube. I don't know how to view it. Yo, yo, yo.
It'll tell you where they're commenting from. See the F where it says Facebook.
Hmm.
Hmm.
It's telling me to reply to this YouTube comment. Anyway. Free pet peeves.
Yeah. I gave you mine.
Okay. Not waking up when I give you your coffee,
I do that often. It gets cold.
and then I have to remake the coffee.
Yes.
Number one.
Okay.
Number two.
Number two.
Hmm. Hmm. I would go with I prefer iced coffee. Number two, blowing up the bathroom with no spray when the spray's right there.
If you would fix the vent fan in the bathroom, it wouldn't be a problem.
I don't own this house,
Okay.
and it's their problem to fix, and I've asked them to. Like, and there's two in
Okay.
there,
So don't come at me with that
but
pet peeve.
there's two vent fans in there. You could open the door and let the flow just let the flow out and close the bathroom door.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so that's
Next.
two.
Yeah, I got it. Next.
Not letting the dogs out if you were the first person up. Not that it happens every time.
You really want to talk about the dogs?
Not
You want to
the
you
conversation not
want
about the
to
dog.
you want to talk about the dogs? You want to
We're
talk
gonna
about
talk
them?
about these dogs.
Yeah, no. No, we ain't being paid for that this evening. You want to talk about the dogs?
Hey,
Hmm?
why you gonna get all defensive?
I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
Mm.
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 Uh,
Yeah.
can't be that hard. Well, it can't be that hard.
No, she's probably talking about me talking about pet peeves. I don't know.
Probably talking about me. Did it take me so long?
No.
If you were to cook for me right now,
Mhm.
what dish would you make?
You are actually really hard to cook for because you are the cook of our household typically. So
I love to cook.
you usually make the main and I make the side. So we have a lot of like fresh grilled chicken and we do pork and we do a lot of just grilling and barbecuing in general and then sides. So
So, what is your favorite thing that I cook for you?
um
I'll jump off topic
yeah, the favorite no,
because that's what these
it's
are about.
good. Yeah, it's about getting to know each other. The favorite thing that you make for me is the pork belly or bacon in the morning because you put bacon on the smoker, and that's my
Yes,
favorite.
so that is actually my project for tomorrow
Oh, okay.
is fixing the smoker
Thank God.
because of the dogs.
See, I told you.
And no, I'm not trying to bring up the dogs, but I do have to fix the smoker because of the dogs.
Yeah, they chewed on the power cord
They chew my power cord in half on my smoker.
twice. They chewed the half in half. Like they chewed it in half the first time, and then
Like I
they
have to take it apart now
yes
to
and
even
rewire it.
put a whole cord in it.
Mm-hmm. And it's not a cheap smoker. It's what a Pit Boss,
It's what
a
number?
Traeger. I don't know. That
Three.
number 4, 3, 4. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah. So the first one caught on fire. The second one, they chewed the cord off of it. I feel like.
No, the board went out on the first one. The second one
Oh, the
caught
board went out,
fire.
and then it got rained on, and the pellets swelled up. There was a whole
Hate
lot
when
with
that
that first one
happens. Yeah.
because I was used to having a covered patio, and then
We
the
didn't
other
have it.
house
Yeah.
didn't have it. This
Yeah.
house we have one,
Yeah.
and so put the smoker on the patio at this house,
Hmm.
and bought the same exact smoker, which
Hmm.
was not a cheap one.
No. I
And then
am
the
so
one that I have now is
when
like
that thing caught
half the
fire, that's
size.
what made me get renter's insurance. I was like, I'm pretty
We
sure.
didn't have it before.
No, I'm pretty.
Okay.
I'm like,
Pretty sure the world didn't know that.
it was the same day. Fine.
Well, I guess it's fine. You know,
It is
it
fine.
is what it is.
It is what it is.
But I do love to cook.
You are. So I don't know what I would make you because I can't grill a steak, which is your like you're
That's my thing.
so good at.
So yes, I have timing down on
Mhm.
steaks, and
Mhm.
there's timing on all the meat.
Okay.
There's a time frame to pull off every piece of meat. So like brisket,
Yeah.
you cook an hour per pound.
Okay.
On steaks, 3 minutes per side. Flip flop off, get it out, and then it's perfect.
It is really good. And the quality of steak has a lot to do with it too. Like we've been really
We don't eat
particular
crap.
about no, we've been really particular about the
But
meat.
that pork
But
belly. So getting back to,
I'm
I want to
so
I want to talk
excited
about
about
the
the pork
pork belly
belly.
for a minute because I do love to cook a lot, and I know that's not what y'all are here to listen to, but I don't really care.
No, I don't either. This is about us.
um, but
I'm so excited about the burnt ends.
so that recipe that you showed me, where
Mhm.
they cut it in half,
Mhm.
and
Mm.
then the cinnamon roll thing,
Yeah, where he rolls it.
but it's not necessarily cinnamon; it's brown sugar,
I
and
know.
it's brown sugar, salt and pepper mixture. But you cut the pork belly in half, and then cut it into, I guess, quarters if
Well,
you
you
can,
roll it up like a
and
log.
then roll it up,
Yeah.
and then pin it,
Mhm.
and then make it look like a cinnamon roll
Mhm.
by smoking it.
And then
But
they sauteed it, right? Butter and cinnamon stuff.
yeah, so you got to make the.
Molasses. I don't know. It looks so good.
We have everything to do it.
I love you so much. It's gonna be so good.
It is really good. Can drive the neighbor. I love firing up the smoker because it
The
pisses
neighbor comes
off
over and he's like,
all the
"What are you
neighbors.
making? Sure smells good."
Our neighbor over here finally spoke.
Which one?
Over here,
Across the
the other
street?
no, next
Oh,
door.
that's right. He did speak the
Whenever
other
I
day,
was,
and I was like, "That doesn't sound like him."
I made, I don't know what
We
that
were on the
one
grill. You
piece.
were doing something on the Blackstone.
Yeah, it was that one piece of wagyu,
Oh yeah,
but it
yeah.
wasn't a steak.
It wasn't a steak. It was like skirt or something.
I think it was like inside skirt meat.
I don't know. It was good.
It was good. But he's like, let me know when that's done. No, that's for us.
What is your favorite something?
My favorite tool brand. My favorite tool brand is Milwaukee. Everything that I have is Milwaukee.
Toolbox,
I have,
screwdrivers, all of it.
honestly, I have probably every Milwaukee tool that they make, other than the camera.
There's a camera, like an infrared camera.
No, like a drop down the wall camera.
Oh, that's cool.
Um, that's probably the only Milwaukee tool that I don't have because I don't need it.
But do you?
I'm not getting in an attic again to drop a wall.
Oh, you mean to drop like a
Yeah,
cord or whatever?
yeah,
I got you.
just not. No. We
No.
have kids old enough now to drill a hole, get up there, and drop the wire.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's time for them to learn.
You just gotta tie a rope to them in case they don't come down.
They'll come down. It just might be through the sheetrock.
Right? Oh, look, there she is.
What's your favorite tool brand, David?
I feel like he's a DeWalt guy. I could be wrong.
I'm asking. So we
Milwaukee.
do need to ask this question to everybody that's watching.
Mm.
I'm reading the Walt, and
Yeah.
my processor's out today from all the
We just
anxiety I've
laughed
been
for
through.
3 hours. Anxiety. Why do you have anxiety?
Because of all this crap
You
that's
thought,
supposed to work, that's not working, that we had to make work.
yeah,
Yeah, Milwaukee and Klein, awesome.
Klein. I always
So,
forget about
did you
Klein
sign up
brand.
for the giveaway,
He
David?
did. Him and Jennifer both did.
How did y'all not win?
Mm.
I wonder if our guy that did win is watching.
I don't know. Josh Moore, right?
Josh Moore from
Yeah. But
like Kentucky or
I don't know.
something.
You mailed it off, so I couldn't tell you.
Yeah. So, what do you guys think should be the next giveaway?
Yeah, we legit gave away a tool set for free. All you had to do is be a member of the group.
So you got to be a member of not this Facebook community, but Construction Solutions Group has a private page and a public page. We also have a YouTube page, which I'm going to put the link in this right now, in the live. And if you guys can go and to this uh, YouTube page
Do it,
and
do it, do
subscribe,
it. So we're
then
branded with the Feral Business Owner podcast because that is going to be our for us, where we go and talk about just about everything. And when we went live earlier and talked about who was going to be coming on the podcast to talk, and it's just a really broad walk of life that's going to be coming. Like we've got a former teacher who's stepped away from the teaching industry, profession after 7 years. I actually babysitted. I don't even like. I'm so tired. Um, yeah, so
hey Ryan, thanks for tuning in.
she's stepping away from teaching, which is really cool for her. And I'm excited to see what she does next. But I just can't wait to sit down and have that conversation with her and just learn about like what about education made her step away. What was it? The kids? Was it the um, administration? Like what about it made her just be like, I'm done? I mean, to be in that much student loan debt, and to just completely step away. I'm really curious. I can't wait to have that conversation. We've got a tattoo artist, which is really cool. So Jason and I follow another podcast couple that's really got our interest recently. They talk a lot about
So
relationships and stuff.
let's actually talk about them for a minute because
Okay.
I do want to like I want people to do this for us, so I want to do this for other people.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, put that mic in your mouth.
watch your mouth when you're talking to me, and it's the other face.
Stop it.
Yeah, yeah,
I don't want to do
yeah,
it.
yeah,
I don't want to do
yeah.
it. No, it's only for you.
Yeah. So what's it called?
To Be Better is the name of the podcast that we've been watching. You know, we actually watched a 2 hour podcast the other night instead of watching TV because the only thing we were going to watch on TV wasn't going to grow our minds or educate us or anything. It was just like, I don't know. Either it's like we turn the TV on and then we pick up our phones.
Yeah. So why not just throw it up on the TV if we're
Right.
gonna? And I'm tired of being disconnected.
Us being
Yeah.
disconnected from
I
each
mean,
other.
we're connected all day long,
Right.
but we don't have like us time.
No,
And when we go lay in bed, like I don't want us to be on our phones.
no, because that's really honestly the only time, like, because we don't do date night. We always have a child,
Yes.
whether it's Jax or Hannah or Miles or whatever. Like, we truly don't have like a close, tight knit network.
So we've
Here,
invested in this to make this our date
we
nights.
have invested in this to make this our
And we
date
can
nights.
actually have a date night every night
You can. We plan on it.
this way.
Yep. But back to this couple that we were watching.
Yeah. So
They're phenomenal.
it's called
To Be Better. It's Chris and Peaches.
so I dropped it in as well.
You're awesome. Yeah, To Be Better podcast. They have a TikTok. They have a YouTube.
So interesting, because y'all haven't watched them and what they do yet, and then maybe once you guys watch them,
Not that we're trying to copy
to
what they're doing.
copycat what they're doing, but they have a very interesting aspect of what they're able to do. Um, one, they're located in
Florida.
Florida, which is a great tourist place, so they
Yeah.
get a lot of
I don't know what part of Florida though.
probably a lot of different personality types,
Yeah.
and they own a tattoo shop,
And she
as well
has, and I
as
have to say this because I said it earlier, she has the most gorgeous, detailed
I feel like you're
tattoo.
getting this tattoo.
Oh my God, it's beautiful. And I'm just going to leave it at that.
I feel like you're gonna get it.
I don't know how much pain that is.
Can ask the guy that
Yeah.
got his girlfriend's name
Oh, yeah.
tattooed on his neck.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't
I
know.
feel like the pain part for you is not.
Mm-mm. No, I don't feel pain when I get tattooed.
I don't either, which is a very interesting concept. Who else has tattoos? And
I know David's got some ink.
do you guys, do y'all feel pain?
You don't.
I don't.
You numb out. You're just like, yes.
Yeah,
I
just
mean, I've sat with you through many sessions. No.
well, it's about for me. It's about therapy, the experience. My artist and I connect. My artist is Switchblade Tattoo over in Forney. Um, I won't say her
We don't
name.
have the same artist.
We've used the same artist,
Mm-hmm.
but my main artist that I've used for damn near everything on my body except for four of them
Yeah.
um, is Switchblade Tattoo.
Mhm.
She's phenomenal. She has other people in there. I'd never been tattooed by anybody but her. Um, but just the conversation, like you get to know that person's getting to know you, and over literally over the years, because and I'm not knocking on her when I say this. My appointments are 3 to 6 months out every time, just because she's booked out that far, not because
Yeah.
she's trying to push me off. Is
Yeah.
she's that good, and she gets booked out that far at a time, and so, but she does just awesome work,
Yeah.
and going there, I get to release because she knows some of the same people and the same story and
Yeah.
the things that I've been through.
Yeah.
Um, and and she was part of me. I mean, I passed out in her shop
Mm-hmm.
um, during one of my tattoos for a specific
We just
purpose.
didn't know how sick you just didn't know how sick you were at that time.
Yeah.
Yep.
So she's been with me for a while through a lot of things,
Right.
and she knows the past, present, future,
Mm-hmm.
or not future, but present.
Yeah.
So tattooing for us, I feel like is just a form of therapy,
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
not pain.
Mm-mm. Definitely not pain. I mean, there is pain involved, but I don't feel it.
I just zone out.
I don't even feel it. And I didn't start getting tattooed until a year and a half ago, a year and 6 months ago.
Yeah.
And now I got two. Now I have two half sleeves. Yeah.
So what do you guys want to talk about? Honestly, I want to talk about what you guys want to talk about a little bit.
Do you guys questions? Like any question? There's really not much that's off topic for us.
We also have personal YouTube accounts.
We do
Um,
individually.
sev-
So we have
actually
several
several.
actually. So
So
we didn't want to blend the content, and we've got different content. So we've got business content, we've got personal content, we've got family content, and then we've got
well,
individual.
I
So we
don't.
think we've got five.
My question is, if anybody is in front of a computer or can get on YouTube, because the only platform that I can see in my hand right now
Mm-hmm.
is Facebook.
Is
Like, um, if you can go on there and see if I'm doing a podcast or if I'm just doing a YouTube live.
I think you're just doing a YouTube live.
I don't know in StreamYard um, how to do the podcast tie-in yet, and I said yet because it's a work in progress. So I am going to be doing all the editing, the blending. We have in this studio here. This is our house studio, and in this studio here we have three different camera shots. and so we have the ability for two guests plus us, or one of us plus three guests. There's obviously three people can probably fit on this couch, honestly.
Yeah.
And then we have a chair on each side. You can't see the chairs in this current frame,
No, because that camera needs to go back.
but we only need this frame for us.
Yeah.
The other cameras are for picking up the other people.
Yeah.
And then it'll change audio to that person on a switch
Right.
and vice versa. So there's camera on this side, camera on that
There's a
side,
camera here that gets my face and reaction when he asks
camera in
me
the
a
middle.
question.
There's so much that you guys can't see. There's a lantern. This is called a lantern. It's above us. It's got a 10-foot boom on it.
Yep.
And then there's a light behind her,
Mhm.
and there's a light behind me.
Yeah. And
And
then there's
these,
color, what they call color splash lights that are coming for behind the sofa to add some dimension behind the sofa.
and so there's a lot that you guys can't see right now.
It's really freaking
But
cool though.
if anybody knows of someone that can build out an LED, not a neon light, but an LED light that looks like a neon light,
Yeah. Like words.
I want like, so one of our taglines is hustle.
Mhm. And
Uh,
FAFO.
FAFO's one, yeah.
Mhm.
But I would really like to have like one main word across the middle,
Mhm.
and then have Feral Business Owners Podcast over the top of your head, and then CSG's logo over the top of my head.
I like that.
What do you think?
Yeah. I'm all about it. We pretty much have decided like whose side of the couch is whose. Like you've got your setup over there, your water, your lamp,
I
your
mean,
clock.
I picked out
You did pick out everything for your
my
table.
decor on my side. You picked out your decor on your
Yeah.
side.
So this right here is actually pretty funny to me. So, and there's a reason behind this. Okay, so I
Here, yeah. Listen, pay attention now because it's a little dark,
it is a little dark. Okay,
and
so
there's probably a bone in there.
probably okay. So when I pass away, I want to be cremated, and I want to be put inside
I'm
an
letting you
hourglass.
know if you go first, I'm not playing this game.
I want to be put inside of an hourglass, and then each one of my children get one, so that when they have family game night, I can participate. And you think I'm kidding?
No, I don't think it's kidding. But I'm not going like if you go first, I'm not going to go to their house and play that game
Why not?
because I no,
Is it gonna be
honey.
weird for your new wife?
It'd be very no, it would be very emotional for me.
Aw, you're sweet.
Sweet, yeah, I'm just telling you the truth. Like,
Uh,
I've been through enough.
right.
I love you.
I love you.
I don't want to talk about you dying.
Yeah. That podcast will be edited and dropped probably in the next 2 weeks.
Which one?
Talking about where me dying.
Or me dying?
That one we haven't recorded yet.
Actually, it is very much recorded from start to finish. I just haven't dropped it.
Oh, well, yeah. We've got to blend all that footage together and some explanation and some cut ins and stuff. But this is, so Miles turned 6 months 2 days ago. One day,
Yeah.
2 days ago. I don't even know anymore.
Today is the 20th, so 2 days.
2 days ago, Miles turned 6 months, and I kind of sprung it on you where I was like, "Hey, I want to record the podcast and the day of Miles's birth.
So you want to talk about that?
We can absolutely."
Sure. Because I don't. I feel like we talked about it a little bit,
Hmm.
but I don't think we dropped it.
We haven't dropped it. No, it's been very
So
secretive.
we went to. So we have another studio.
We do.
We subscribe to for
It's called Blanc, and it's in Fort Worth.
yes. So
It's a
and we'll
co-working creative space.
we will be tech. We take everybody everywhere we go.
Mhm.
If you don't notice, like, don't have a problem name dropping company names.
Nope.
I'm not going to name drop anybody personally unless they want it.
Right.
I mean, if you're in the comments, I'll
We
say,
don't mind replying to a private message. Put it that way.
yeah, I'll say hi to you. Um, I won't necessarily. I mean, If it's a public message that you're going to throw in the comments, say, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Um, but anyways, Blanc, we record there. That's our work, right? But
It's
not
really nice to like just throw something on the calendar, some calendar time to
yeah.
get into the studio because like
But
just to step away out of the house. Like it's
it does
just nice.
several things for us.
Yeah.
It gets us out of the house.
Networking.
It puts us in front of our clients, so
Mhm.
we onboard everybody
I like to
offsite.
if I can, if you're local, I try to onboard you in person.
If we know you, actually, we'll onboard you over the phone.
Right.
But if we don't have that personal relationship already built,
It's nice
like
to do it in person. And it also depends on your level of
commitment to what you're willing to do and
right.
what you've already done,
So
and if
then
you're
it's a
willing to,
client by client basis
yes,
essentially. Yeah.
if you've already been dropping content, so you kind of have to explain what you do
Oh
in order
yeah.
to get into that conversation.
Yeah. It's content creation. So I create your content for you, help you create your content, schedule your content. Yeah, I mean, I've got a few clients. I don't like putting on blast who my clients are. So
No,
I kind of keep that like, you know, close to chest, but I love every single one of them. Like
yeah,
I each one of those brands is so unique. I just very much like it. I love what I do.
I do too.
You love what you do, or you love what I do?
I love what you do, and I love what I do, because what you do and I do work hand in hand.
Yes. He's my manager. I need one of those.
So
He's my
I
handler.
have to run detail
Mhm.
and kind of.
I'm not detail oriented. I am very much a creative brain. I work on a very broad, wide spectrum.
You
And
are detailed, actually.
am I? You think I am? I don't think I am.
You are in what manner you need to be in. And so while you need to be detail oriented in editing and doing the stuff for your
Content.
your content clients,
Yeah.
where I need to be building the content to build up. So basically, what I'm doing is I'm coaching
Yes.
your clients.
Yes.
So I am business coaching
Yep. I'm content management or social
your
media management.
clients,
Yes.
even though your clients have not subscribed to start paying me for business coaching.
Right.
That is coming
Yes, it
for
is.
you that are watching that want business coaching from me. I just haven't built it out on my platform yet because I believe in doing and perfecting one thing at a time.
Yep.
And so right now, the coaching part for me is free for you guys. It's just an add-on feature
Yep.
that I'm willing to do to help
Have conversations, figure
build
out
out
what
the
goes
Jennifer
where.
Clements brand first.
Yes. Yeah. I don't know if I said that earlier or what, but yeah. So I am officially the Jennifer Clements LLC.
Yeah.
I am officially covered by an LLC and business insurance. There's that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear any audio in the background?
Any music? We're trying to figure out how sensitive these mics are.
So, fun fact, before we actually figured out what the mic issue was
Mm-hmm.
and why we had all the background noise, our camera was pickering.
Mm-hmm.
Our camera was picking up all the audio, and we had a
It
lot of
sounded
reverb,
awful.
and it did sound awful.
Yeah.
So
So thank
the
you to the
camera,
person who sent the message and was like, yo, change your stuff.
yeah,
That was helpful.
I just want to make sure that the camera's not picking up the music that we're playing in the
Oh,
background
yeah. No, I
because
think we're
the
good.
mic should have full cutoff because it's set
It
up
should.
the selector to do that.
Yeah. Lots of learning for us. This is all new technology.
Yes, very new. It's all really cool though.
It's all, yeah, I will agree.
Like I have the ability in the editor to go in and literally post up all three cameras and in one screen, and I'll be able to cut, edit. I can even cut down like this entire thing, I can take this into 15 or 30-second clips and
Essentially turn
use
them into reels.
YouTube Shorts, Reels, Threads,
Yeah.
everything. And because of the other software we use, we can drip it out
Yeah.
that way as well.
Yep.
Um, so another fun fact about what Jen does is, I don't know if you guys have been to her stand store, but you need to visit it. There are membership fees on there to join membership levels. There is free stuff in there.
Oh
There
yeah.
is business coaching one on one with Jen.
Yep.
Um, you'll most likely get a blend of us, depending on what you're looking for as far as business coaching.
Yes.
Um, but check out the stand store.
You went far, far right with this.
I
We were going to
know,
talk about miles.
I know. We can go back to mine.
It's fine. But yeah, so I've got the stand store links in my bio. I'm one of those cool people who used to say that now. Yeah, it's everything's there.
I mean, obviously, you guys are on our page, so all you got to do is go to our bio.
Yep,
It's there.
all my links are
But
there.
go check it out.
Everything's
And then
listed.
actually, we need to add to our bios all of the channels.
Oh yeah, that'd be a really good thing to add, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
All the YouTubes and stuff, so we can get more subscribers.
Yeah, because although that we can put it all out at the same time, like we're broadcasting on 3 different channels, 2 different channels right now.
Yeah.
Earlier we did 3 or 4.
Four, yeah.
Um, all at the same time.
We just didn't want to repeat what we were broadcasting to right now.
And by the way, anybody that's watching that wants to come and sit in studio here
and have a conversation,
or sit in studio,
yeah,
that is an option. Private message us for that. Don't drop it in the comments.
Yeah.
That way we can get you on the books. You can also visit
you
my
don't have to
website.
be you don't have to be a business. It can be you've got a story about your childhood, or you've got a story about divorce, or you've got a story about, like, we just want to hear stories about who people are and the way
sure.
that people think. And like the Feral Business Owner podcast is, we're just here figuring shit out, and we're all trauma bound people.
It doesn't
just
mean that you have to be a
living life.
business owner
No,
to figure
we
shit
are business
out.
owners is
Yeah.
what I was getting at.
To figure shit out. If
Right.
you need help figuring shit out,
Hashtag here for it.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Like,
Yeah, that's why we decided to stick with the Feral Business Owner podcast.
yeah, because I don't want to niche it
You were
down.
so against niching.
I am. And I want to keep bringing it up.
Here we go.
Because what? You don't like it?
No,
Do you not agree with it?
part of me doesn't. Part of me does not agree with going so broad, because I've listened to so many audiobooks that talks about narrow it down, narrow it down, narrow it down, narrow it down.
I know, I hate them all.
Yeah, I know. I can't even get you to listen to them.
No,
And now
well,
I sound like Mike. I can't even get you to
sound
listen
like
to
your
him.
mic?
Yeah, right.
Is it repeating?
Repeat. So I don't know. Everybody to each their own, and I'm here to support you. If you want to try it, let's try it.
I'm not gonna try it. I'm going all in.
I like that.
Yeah, I'm not trying. I don't try things.
Okay.
Don't you know this by now?
I do. I do.
Okay. But anyways, so people say to niche stuff.
Yeah.
I'm for it and against it in certain matters. Like,
right.
If I'm coaching you as a business owner, I'm going to coach you to do what it is that you're good at.
Yeah.
I've been in so many different trades and so many different construction related industries, and I've owned 7 or 8 different companies.
Yep.
So I know what it is to be in the company working, and I know what it is to be just the business owner of several at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And so that mindset is 2 different things.
Yep.
And so I want to coach people on business in general.
Yeah. You don't want to do sales training. You're not here for that.
I'm really
There's so many
not.
people out there that do sales training specifically for their
And
niche.
that's why I want to be different.
Yeah.
Because nobody's there for the actual business owner.
Right. Or business therapy.
Yeah, we've talked about that idea. That's
Yeah.
a whole nother idea.
Yeah.
Which I think is a great idea. It's a great
Honestly.
concept. The the person running the business goes through so much
Yep.
stress,
Yep.
anxiety, anguish, and the people that are in here that are watching that are business owners, entrepreneurs, they understand exactly what I'm saying right now.
They do.
They take on all of the liability, all of the responsibility,
And they're not
and
just
they
taking the,
put everybody that works for them first before themselves.
and that's what I was going to say is that they're taking on not only just the employee but the family that's behind that employee.
Yeah,
They're taking on like, oh my god, I know that if I don't pay them or I don't have the money in my bank account, they're not going to be able to buy groceries. And
yeah,
that trickles down to their children. And business owners, and I know this, are thinking about, I don't know if their pantry's full or not. And
yeah.
so they don't take a paycheck because they're worried about their employees being able to,
This is how I treated my business.
yeah,
But I've also seen it the opposite.
yeah,
So there's this thing out there called taking profit.
profit first.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I totally disagree with it. I do. You take it. They talk about the theory behind this is they take the profit. They take all the profits out
Hmm.
before they pay themselves or their employees
Yep.
or their bills.
Yeah.
And I completely disagree. 1,000%. Everything in my body says no.
Yeah. I believe in people first
Yeah. Well,
because without people, you have no business.
you
And
don't.
whether that's customers or employees, either way,
Not. Yeah.
you just you don't have it.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's just like a little drop in the bucket of what we'll be talking about on our podcast with each other and recording and editing and just,
In the business side of things.
yeah, getting to know us.
Yeah.
And then also too, we're kind of like we're opening, and I kind of feel like we're like on MTV Cribs a little bit. We're like opening the door, having everybody, a camera crew, come in and just be like figuring out who we are, like literally opening the door to the entire world
Of exactly what we do
of exactly what we do and who we
and
are
what
as a
we're going through.
couple and what we're going through and how our children are dealing, because we
So,
also have a family channel.
so yeah, there will be.
We call it Family Mike Night.
We haven't done one yet.
No.
We do plan to do this
Yes.
when we have everybody together.
Yes.
Um, it won't be live by any means,
No, and we talked about that, about just making sure that we provide some type of security for them.
and it will be age appropriate, so it won't be public. It'll be in the kids version of
Yeah,
stuff.
of YouTube. Yeah.
Um, but our kids have voices about even the life that they're living right now,
Yep.
and not so much that I want to record that as much as I want them to be able to feel like they have a voice
Yes.
in life.
Yeah. Have control over what they're able to speak.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we'll hit the record button. It'll look like we're live.
Yes.
We won't be.
No.
It'll just be recording to our drives.
Yeah.
So
But yeah, that was something we both definitely agreed on, that a little bit of security for them.
a lot
And
of bit of security for them
yeah.
because some of them are very outspoken.
And we wanted to be able to give them time to be like,
Actually, all of
oh,
them are very outspoken
yeah.
if you get them in the right setting.
Mhm. Each one of them have a different
They'll have different
setting.
perspectives of
Mhm.
what they're dealing with because of the blended family portion of things.
Yes.
And I'm fine with every one of their opinion
Yeah.
because I get to have their feelings
Yes.
as they should.
Yep.
So, anyways, I don't
Yeah.
know where you're headed with that, other
I don't
than
know.
letting people know that
Yeah.
that
We
will be
have
coming
Family
out,
Mike Night coming. Yeah.
and then we'll drop that somewhere so everybody can see that. But it, more importantly, we can get back to Miles.
Oh yeah. 6 months and 2 days.
6 months and 2 days. So let's go through that process. So nobody knows because everybody knows this. Jen and Jason went quiet.
They do. Jen and Jason did go quiet.
Jen and Jason have been quiet actually here for the past couple of months, and not for the fact of us working on just work and working on this, but there's things that you don't bring out until they're complete.
Yeah.
But again, back to Miles.
Yeah.
There's a reason why we were quiet during that time, and so I'll let you elaborate.
I don't know. They can makes me cry. Like it's a big anniversary to me. It's a big anniversary. Um. So I mean, I don't even know. Like, should I go all the way back? All the way. He's getting me the tissues, y'all, because he knows. Thank you. Okay. So I guess we'll go back. So let's talk about. Let's. Okay. What's up, Jason Walker? Hello, sir. Um. Let's just take it all the way back. So we people like to assume that Miles was not planned or talked about, that Miles was a very big surprise. And that's a whole nother conversation because of the people that are involved in that whole thing and the opinions and the people who have held their tongues for quite some time.
They didn't really hold their tongue because
Yes.
they were very much communicating.
Yes, I agree. Um,
What's up,
so
Jason Walker?
I know he's Jason Walker's pretty cool. Um, my nail is broken and it's driving me crazy. But so man, I don't know if I could like. I feel like I want to jump in halfway into Miles' story, but I don't.
Don't.
I don't
You
know.
have to start from the top. Just go.
Started from the top. No, I'm here. That's not how the song goes. I know. Okay, so we.
Start from the bottom.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so Miles was planned. Miles was a conversation. Several conversations. Miles was several doctor's appointments, and at that point in time, my divorce was dragging on for a year. We were well past a year at that point. No end in sight. And what'd he say? I got to be what?
I want to be on your podcast.
Oh hell yeah. Let's do it. Um
I'm moderating. You tell your story. I got this.
you got me, boo. So Miles was a conversation and a topic. My divorce was dragging on forever. I had lived in hell long enough and decided that I was going to live my life no matter what. And that was a conversation you and I had, that we decided that we were going to live our lives and that just because a divorce was happening didn't mean that we didn't get to be happy. We had lived 18 years of hell long enough. And so I and we decided to have Miles. And everything was, I feel like the pregnancy was okay. It was hard. Don't get me wrong. It was hard, but I
It
mean,
was hard.
so we had an IV lady that we got to know really well. She came to the house about once a week, once every other week. I got IV fluids, vitamins, pain management, and my and we still have a cardiologist appointment coming up that I need to schedule. I say coming up like it's on the books, but we it got to the point in my second trimester that my blood pressure became an issue. And typically during your third trimester, your blood pressure is supposed to rebound. Mine never did. And then I started to go into preterm labor. But before I went into preterm labor, kind of what kicked off my preterm labor is I got COVID. And the reason that I realized I had COVID is it actually started to attack my spleen. You remember how much pain I was in?
Yeah.
That was so scary.
It was awful.
I thought that I had mono, like my spleen, like
We went to the emergency room for that.
yeah, I was in so much agony, and so
Was that in the beginning? I feel like that was like midway through.
that's why I say
I
second
feel like
trimester.
you're
Second,
skipping.
no, everything like in like a second trimester and then third trimester. So second trimester, like my blood pressure went low, and it's supposed to rebound in your third trimester, and it didn't. But what initially kicked off my preterm labor in the second trimester was I got COVID and I was bedridden for, I don't know, weeks. I feel like weeks.
You got yeah, you got put on bed rest
hmm
for
Preterm labor,
the
COVID,
rest of
pretty much
pregnancy.
the rest of my pregnancy. Yeah. And they gave me pain management to kind of help keep the contractions at bay. What we learned when I take pain medicine, one, I'm allergic to quite a bit of any controlled substance. I'm actually allergic to.
Any narcotic,
Yes.
really.
Yes.
So you can take ibuprofen or
Tylenol.
Tylenol. That's it.
Correct. That's pretty much it. Yes. As far as pain management goes, which, and I'm also a chronic migraine sufferer. And so that also complicates things as well. So we went to the doctor and they were trying to be like, okay, well, we'll give you this medicine or this medicine or this medicine. And they found a narcotic or pain medicine that I could take that I didn't. So when I take a pain medicine or a narcotic, I actually have seizures, is my response. So when I talk to nurses and they're like, oh, what are you allergic to? And I give them my list of narcotics that I'm allergic to, they give me a side eye like, what are you here searching for? And I'm like, I'm not searching for anything. Like, I'm just telling you because I don't want it. Like, no, thank you. And so the doctor was like, okay, we finally found a pain medicine that I could take that was good for me and the baby. Well, come to find out, I was taking it and it was actually reducing my blood pressure even more. And so I would take it and I would sleep for
Yes.
hours. I would just sleep. And then I got,
Which is fine
mm-hmm,
because you're growing a child.
yes,
But for some people, it was a problem.
yes,
Well, for some
person. It was an issue. Um,
there's a reason.
there's lots of reasons. But I was on bed rest, taking pain medicine, reducing the contractions, but then also too trying to manage like, do I take the pain medicine in sleep or am I in pain? So it was like I really got to the point where I just stopped taking the pain medicine and just suffered with the pain and just balanced it as far as being in pain, having contractions, is miles good, whatever. Because it would also reduce my blood pressure at the same time. And when your blood pressure is low, you sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And then once the doctor was like, okay, we'll do pain management, we went in and she was like, okay, your blood pressure is like seriously still low. I need you to go get a workup by a cardiologist. Okay, cool. Like, let's do that. I'm here for that. I'm here for, let's go to the cardiologist appointment. So we got a cardiologist appointment, but it wasn't until by the time they got back to us, it was January something,
It was way too close to
delivery
our
day.
delivery day.
Yeah. So I was supposed to see a cardiologist. I get to the window to check in, and she was like, hey, your insurance has been canceled. So at this point in time, my divorce was still going on, and there's a court order in place that says, hey, you can't cancel her insurance. Somebody took it upon themselves to cancel my insurance. So, and this specific cardiologist said, we don't take cash pay patients. We're losing people, but that's okay.
No, it's fine. We'll come back.
We don't take cash pay patients. So we went home. I never realized how big of a deal that day was.
We need the mic in our face.
Oh, we do? Who's telling us this? Is this better?
Can you just bump up the mic volumes?
Oh, okay. You do that. I'm going to wait. I'll wait. I'll wait. Are we good? Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was reading the comments. They distracted me. Y'all distracted me. There's only one person viewing, and I think it's you.
I'm not on that.
You're not? Oh, okay. Who's still here then? Raise your hand if you're still here. So somebody took it upon themselves to cancel my insurance. And so we had to hustle to find health insurance. Kind of hard when you're pregnant to find health insurance. but we did. Made it happen. And but by the time there wasn't another window for us to get in to see the cardiologist, the main reason for the cardiology appointment was pain management for low blood pressure patients. The OB was concerned that if we did pain management for delivery, that we were going to have a heart issue or a blood pressure issue, something along those lines.
Right.
And she was absolutely right. So fast forward, we go back to the OB, tell her that we could not get into the cardiologist. She kind of freaks out a little bit, makes me freak out a little bit. And we don't really have another game plan at this point. I mean, his due date, for instance, was the 30th or 31st of January.
Mm-hmm.
And that appointment was like, what, the 10th of January or something?
Yeah, so it took us 2 to 3 months to get into the cardiologist. And feeling defeated walking out of there, it was just a whole thing in itself.
Yeah.
Which was just stressful. So we left the cardiologist, went to the OB's office. You were like, "No, I don't. I just want to go home."
I really did. I was so defeated.
And I said, "No, we're not going to go home. We're going to check on the baby."
Mm-hmm.
Like, you were high stress that day.
Oh, God, yeah.
And
that last ceiling tile was like barely hanging on.
yeah, I'm just waiting for those.
Yeah, right?
But you were just.
I was just so tired. I was so tired of fighting.
And it was a hard day.
Mm.
Anyways, we got you into OB.
Yep, we went back to her, yeah.
We were there for an hour and a half, whatever it was. Making sure
at this point we were
was fine.
And at this point we were doing weekly ultrasounds, weekly stress test, which is where they hook you up to the monitors and they check your belly every single time. Then they do the fetal monitor and they do blood work. Like every single week we were doing this. And it was all because of my blood pressure.
Yep. As well as weekly IVs.
Yep.
Because your amniotic fluid
was low.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So
he was growing fine. It was just the fact that like
good. The gastric sleeve and the nutrients that you were able to absorb for a baby wasn't. It just wasn't happening.
Mm-mm.
And so it is what it is. We took care of you. We took care of baby.
Yes.
And
saw the doctor that day. She was just as upset as we were because we couldn't get into the cardiologist because we were like, the pain medicine and pain management we were already dropping my blood pressure and my heart rate.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was just slow.
Yeah.
Yes.
So fast forward to
38 weeks in one day.
Yes.
We had a OB appointment that day and my blood pressure was still low. And she confirmed that my water had broken.
Yes. And then what happened?
She sent us on over to the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
And from there, we got checked in. She made the phone call to the delivery unit.
You're bypassing a couple of steps. So pause for a second.
Okay.
And maybe we'll get a couple more followers during the pause.
Okay.
But during this pause section, we had to switch hospitals.
Oh, you want to talk about the private? Yeah.
And so we had to put our account on private
because
our exes decided to share information
between each other.
So your personal information, social security number, full name,
date of birth, all of that.
Date of birth got shared with my ex.
Correct.
And then they proceeded to.
She called the hospital, pretended to be somebody, and got my medical information released by the hospital that our chosen hospital to deliver at. She received, or is our audio still not good?
We're good now.
Okay. She chose to call and hospital because she knew enough of my information that was given to her.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you, Chris. Yes. That was given to her by another party. It scared me. Like I was so concerned that my baby was going to go missing from the hospital because she knew
Well, it was
Everything about
so
me.
same last name as me
Yes.
for
Yes.
baby,
Yes.
and there's just so much to all of that. But anyways, we changed
Yeah. We
hospitals,
did
put
change
everything on
hospitals. We went
private,
on complete private. Like you couldn't find me in the system.
which is why we went silent.
There it goes. We did go silent. I was scared. I was scared to death
I
that,
was too, and rightfully so.
yeah. I mean, to not care to cancel health insurance, to give out my personal information because you want to team up with someone and be evil. Like, I just don't
I
understand it.
mean, let me give out your social security number,
Mhm.
your birth date.
Yes. First,
I mean, just go put it on a billboard. That's might as well what should have happened,
right.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. Not that she was given accurate information, but she was still given information.
Oh yeah, because you were on what
Dialysis.
dialysis?
Fucking idiot. Fucking idiot. Yeah.
So
Stupid.
how does dialysis work in a pregnancy?
It doesn't. Typically, you're not on dialysis during a pregnancy. You're on dialysis because you're in kidney failure or renal failure. But okay. Yeah. Stupid. So we did switch hospitals.
By the way, Jen's got a medical background,
I do.
and so you can't bullshit a bullshitter.
Right. True story. I used to be a X-ray technician and phlebotomist. I've had many jobs in my era.
But to come out and say, "Hey, I'm sorry, I heard she's on dialysis,"
Yeah.
just that was the hello to I have the information,
Yes.
and then
And then to
obviously,
call the hospital and find out
well,
what
the hospital
information.
told us,
Yes. Yeah. So and
like
so called looking for you, and they were able to verify this, this, and this. It's like,
says she was your
says
sister,
what? Yeah.
says she's your sister. You don't even have a sibling.
No, I'm an only child. Yep. True
Nice
story.
try though.
Yeah. So we switched hospitals, which I mean, here and there, like both hospitals were great and I was okay with delivering at either one. It's just the fact that like I had to go into delivering a child thinking that somebody was going to show up at the hospital and potentially make claim on a child that like I was just scared to death. Like I don't know. At that point in time, it's like I felt like that person was capable of anything.
Yeah.
And when you feel like you don't already have any control over what's happening to your body, to think that somebody has the opportunity and audacity to check on you when you have no connection to them at all, like, is mind blowing to me.
Same. So,
yeah.
Next.
So we switch hospitals. I get to the hospital and my doctor's calling in everything. I get to a room. We were hopeful that I was going to deliver that day because we were looking so forward to the end that it wasn't a surprise that we were going to deliver because we were hopeful that, my water would break and
He was perfect size. He was ready to come out.
oh yeah,
Honestly. I mean,
absolutely perfect.
He could have came out a week earlier than he did.
Well, and I had already received all of my steroid injections, like to help boost his lungs. Like we were so ahead of the game
with OB.
Yeah,
like it was time.
Yep.
So went to the hospital.
Got checked in, and you have to fill in after this because I honestly I don't remember.
You remember getting checked in?
I do remember that part. I remember walking past the nurse's station.
Getting an epidural.
Yes. And the anesthesiologist was awesome because he let you watch. Most anesthesiologists will not let you watch. Then you got to watch.
I get to do a lot of cool things just because.
You're you.
I don't sit back and just sit in the back seat. Like,
no, and I will say this: you only ever missed one OB appointment.
Yeah. For work. That was not even necessary.
That important, right? Yeah. You only ever missed one appointment, and we had an appointment almost every week. We had, I think, almost 40 appointments. It's crazy to think about. Yeah.
So after the epidural,
The room is settled. Nurses left.
Everybody's out except for one nurse stayed in the room with you.
Just because she was like charting or something. It was
Yeah.
very just like off the wall that she was even still in the room.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, all right, everything's settled down. Like, everything's put away. This is going to be our room. We're going to actually deliver in this room for what
Well,
we
and
were told.
the whole thing with our OB was that I was a great age and it had been 9 years since my last C-section. She really wanted me to do a natural delivery. She
Yes, we were supposed to do a
really
VBAC.
very much wanted me to do a VBAC and do a trial of labor.
So you haven't gotten into any of
I
that.
didn't even talk about that
Okay.
part. I completely skipped over
So
the fact that that's what she wanted.
yeah, so we were scheduled for me to catch baby.
Mhm.
We were supposed to have Miles in the room that we were in.
Yep.
That was going to be his delivery room.
Yep.
Um,
I mean, we had taken birth classes. We had taken, oh God, we had taken it all. Like,
yeah,
we had prepped so much for that particular moment.
we even had the house set up. I mean, everything was done.
Yeah.
100%.
Well,
Everything was done. Like, the car was loaded with the stuff. I mean, that was the point where we were at.
yeah.
It wasn't. It was winter time, right?
Yeah. It's
So
cold.
there was not a big deal about leaving stuff in the vehicle.
No.
Uh, but we had bags packed,
Mhm.
ready to go.
Yeah.
Car seat,
I mean, but everything was planned for
everything.
like the recovery of like a natural delivery.
Yeah.
Like that's what we were planning on.
hmm
Yeah.
So epidural happens. Room clears. Nurse is charting. I'm like, all right, perfect time to take a leak. Like, I'm gonna go, and then obviously the epidural's kicking in.
I was
Um,
contracting wonderfully. Things were looking phenomenal.
yeah, they were. I literally was in the bathroom just long enough to pee,
Yeah.
and I come out, and you are seizing on the table,
Heading into cardiac
flat.
arrest.
You were in cardiac arrest. You were flatline. Baby was flatline,
Yep.
and the nurse was ghost white. I looked at her and knew that she didn't have the capabilities to do what she needed to do next.
Yeah.
And so I ran into the hallway and I yelled at every nurse standing in the hallway,
What'd you say?
help now.
Yeah. It's really hard for me to talk about.
It is hard to talk about. I almost lost you and our son.
Well, I don't remember the day. That's honestly where it drops out for me. You going to go use restroom. It sucks.
And
So I'm sorry if I cry.
past that, um, so they get her back online. They get baby back online. And this is a process, obviously, to get both of them back online. She's out. I mean, she's gone for a solid minute and a half, almost 2 minutes, probably.
Yeah.
Felt like forever. And the longer she was out, the more people entered the room. And I just kept getting pushed back further and further and further away from you.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I was also trying to let them do their job.
That was your last lifeline.
And OB shows up in the middle of all of the people
Yeah.
showing up. Obviously, she caught wind from somebody somewhere.
Yeah.
What was going on?
Right.
She got there as fast as she could.
Yeah.
Mind you, the OB sleeps in her vehicle. Like,
At the freaking hospital. She's phenomenal.
dedicated to her work,
Yeah.
1000%. Like, she's probably one of the most dedicated people to their work that I know, probably.
Mm.
Honestly. And I admire her for that.
Yeah.
Uh, but I'm not trying to get into her.
Yeah.
Um, so as they're getting you and Miles back online, the room settles back down to about 10 people because I swear there were 25 to 50 people in this room, it felt like.
Yeah. And I say that I don't remember. There are flashes of memory that I have. I remember you going into the restroom, and I remember getting my epidural, and I remember telling my nurse, things are getting a little black. I think I'm going to pass out.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I did. That was like and I was laying in bed. Like it wasn't like I was doing anything, exerted anything. It was the epidural, the pain management, not getting to talk to with my cardiologist, and then getting an
Well,
epidural.
and we even told like the anesthesiologist that did the epidural
Mm.
what you were allergic to.
Yep. Oh god, and I was so like, "What's in it? What are you giving me?
Oh
What's the
yeah,
drip rate?" Like I was so inquisitive
you were very in tune with what.
about what was about to happen.
Yeah,
Yeah. Wanted to know.
as you should.
Yeah.
So room calms down, clears up. Um, we have to rush to
I
him.
mean, but it's still not calm. Like,
And no, it's very much an emergency situation.
yeah.
So we go into emergency. We didn't deliver in the room we were going to
No.
deliver in,
Right.
nor did I catch.
Nope.
We went to an emergency C-section,
Yes.
in which probably 10 people around your bed went with you and your bed down the hall as they told me to get dressed.
I still don't remember. I don't have any memory of that.
And like I got dressed faster than you
Yeah,
can
because
even
we were going to the OR, so you had to suit.
like, but I got boom, I'm dressed.
Yeah.
And I'm walking out the door with them. I'm dressed so fast. I'm following the bed out the door. And OB looks back at me and says, "Stay right here." And I'm like, "Mm-mm."
Yeah.
And she's like, "Stay right here. I'll be right back for you. I promise. I will not let anything happen without you."
Yeah.
I'm like, "You have like a couple minutes, and I'll be in there."
Yeah.
Like honestly,
Yeah.
I know. I watched the room that you went into. I will come into the room.
Yeah.
But they came out and got me. Um,
I
and
don't remember the OR. I don't remember him crying. I don't remember him being on my chest.
so well, he wasn't really on your chest. Yes, he was on your chest, but he wasn't on your chest to begin with. So this is how things went down. So I sat in a chair next to your head. Obviously, there's a curtain that cuts off like
Yeah. Yeah.
maybe neck
Yeah. I mean,
down.
it's pretty much a drape.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Trying to
Um.
make a sterile field.
Yep. And so I'm looking over the curtain watching because I'm very concerned about our child,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to make sure that no malpractice has had. I just like
Well, you just watched me die. Like,
uh,
I
pretty.
mean, I don't know what else to call that.
I'm pretty concerned
Yeah.
about what's happening.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna watch the whole thing, and if I've felt like that I needed to step in at some point, I would have.
Yeah.
Not that I know what the hell I'm doing, but
Or what to look for or anything for that matter. But it's just the fact of how protective you were in that moment. And like you literally watched us come, we were gone.
yeah,
But I don't really know how else to say that.
yeah.
Like I was in bed talking and then,
And then you weren't.
yeah.
Yeah.
So they do the C section.
You do the C-section, um, which was honestly like I don't understand why people pass out from watching stuff like that. I guess people just can't handle blood, whatever. I don't know. But At the same time, they also had all of your guts out.
Yeah.
It doesn't. That stuff doesn't bother me. I guess I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm an avid hunter. I mean,
That's fantastic.
I've gutted plenty of animals. Like the gutting, the
Oh my goodness.
that didn't bother me. No, what bothered me was that I might lose you guys again, and it freaked me out. It really did. So Miles comes out of the belly, and they put him into the little incubator cleaner table thing. Um, get him cleaned up. I actually helped get him cleaned up, and um, I didn't get to cut the cord. I was supposed to get to cut the cord. I didn't get that, um, which is fine. It is what it is. It was like I said, it was all emergency situation. Um, but once get him cleaned up and diaper on him, mom is still on the bed. She's still getting, everything put back inside and then stapled, sewn up, all
Yeah.
of that good stuff. And I bring Miles over to your face side because
Oh,
that's the only way that you could see him. I still had the curtain up.
yeah.
I want you to be able to see him as soon as you could
Yes.
and know that he was okay and give you the comfort that he's crying, screaming, breathing, doing what he should be doing.
Yes. Yeah. Did they
And
have a NICU team there in the delivery room for him? Did they call a NICU team down because he had crashed
I
in
don't
utero?
think, not, no, I don't think
No,
so
you don't
because
think
it
so.
handed him right off to me. And then from that point, like, even from that point, he never left us.
He did, like, but not.
He left us because I asked.
Yeah.
That was once we got into a room.
Right.
But other than that, he never left us.
Right. So the next memory I have, and to this day, I still have not watched any of the videos that you've taken. I just can't.
Yeah.
So much was taken from me because, and I, like I said, I always look back at that day where should have seen a cardiologist to talk about pain management. And I think I think had we gotten in to talk to the cardiologist, we would have done a C-section, but it would have been scheduled and non-chaotic. Like versus the medicine that they had to give me. And not only that, but like you have a seizure, your brain's still trying to fucking come back together. You're so electronically dispersed in your brain that to come back from a seizure and an epidural, like it just wasn't there.
No, it took you several weeks, even after coming home,
Yeah.
to,
Find words, have conversations.
yeah,
It was hard.
it was.
It was very hard. So yeah, the next memory I have is trying to take a shower.
Well, I've never seen someone so determined to get out of a hospital. Like, and I've been pretty determined to get out of hospitals.
Yeah.
I've unhooked myself from IVs to leave a hospital.
Mhm.
You had just had your guts on the table,
Yeah.
and we were out of the hospital in how fast?
Less than 48 hours.
Yep. And so, fun fact, I hadn't slept in a couple of days. Prior, like at least a day before we went to the hospital, I didn't sleep. I wasn't sleeping good because I was trying to keep my eyes on her.
Yep.
I was already stressed out.
Yeah.
Just all of the chaos that was happening.
Yeah.
Um, not just the pregnancy, but our personal lives too.
Right.
And like So there was just so much going on at that time, and so many people adding to it.
Right.
And so I was really tired, and I felt like I was in. We were in a good position, all three of us, where I could take a nap.
Yeah. And you did. You
Like
went like full bear hibernation.
I just, I, my body said
Yeah.
bye.
You're done. Take a nap. Night
Yeah,
night. Yeah.
and so I did,
Hmm.
and I fell asleep for a short minute. Like, and but you know me, like if you even if you get out of bed,
Yes.
I'm awake.
Yes.
Um, and this is a trauma response for
Yes.
me
Yes.
is, and I don't know what about my body knows that you're not next to me,
Yes.
but I reach over, and I even do it whenever you're in bed,
Yes.
but I reach over and make sure you're there.
Yep.
And I've something about me felt that you weren't in the room, and it woke me up, and I wasn't asleep that long.
No, you weren't.
As tired as I wasn't asleep that long.
Right. Is
I
but
was
I feel like
only
that
asleep.
but I feel like the nap was after my shower.
Yep,
Yeah,
it
because you
was.
helped me. Okay, so we both took a little nappy nap. Um, so after my C-section, to coming off of the pain medicine, they were checking my blood pressure, I swear, every 20 minutes because it just wasn't rebounding.
Yeah.
Didn't matter how many bags of fluids I got, my blood pressure was not going to rebound. It didn't. And I was getting so frustrated with them on like quit touching me, leave me alone. And I kept asking, can I take, because when you have a C-section, they put the circulation boots on you or like the air massager boot things so that you don't get a blood clot. It helps your blood circulate. So I wanted to get those off. I wanted to get up and I wanted to get a shower. I was like, I want a shower, want a shower, want a shower, want a shower. And looking back, it was me being like trying to wash off and wash away what I had just lived through. I was trying to just be like, okay, if I can shower, it's over. If I can shower, it can all be over. It can be done. It's finished. If I could just take a shower, it's the weirdest thing. And I'm sure it sounds dumb, but I just wanted to take a shower.
It's fun though.
And so I took a shower and I ended up having a panic attack. What did that look like?
You having a panic attack?
Mm-hmm. What are you doing?
I'm trying to engage.
Oh, okay.
You having a
Yeah.
panic attack? Look
Mm-hmm.
like nurse. I'm gonna need you to put her down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
honestly. So yeah, I tried to take a
You had a
shower.
real panic attack, like a hyperventilating panic attack, sitting in the shower, like not standing, sitting in the shower.
Yeah.
And you were in there for longer than a shower period of time. And so I came in to see
I
you.
couldn't function.
Well, and you just had a fucking seizure.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's so many neurological things that were happening
Disrupted.
with your body that you shouldn't have been up moving like you were. You shouldn't have been doing a lot of things, but understand that why you were doing them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, I'm not
Yeah.
coming at you for
No, I
doing
know
what you
that.
did.
And I don't feel like you are. So I decided I was trying to take a shower. Then I had the panic attack. We were able to talk to the nurse. Took, I think they gave me, I don't even know what they gave me. Gave me something to calm me down.
Give me something for you to go to sleep. So you went to sleep.
I took a nap. I took a good nap.
And I asked, while you were napping, I asked nurse to come in and take Miles so I could take a nap. And that was the first time Miles had left our room.
Yeah. And he was getting donor milk.
Yeah.
Yep.
which is expensive AF.
$125 per 2 ounces.
And babies need 2 ounces every 2 hours or hour. However, it
However often he was
seemed like
sucking
it
it
was
down.
very frequently, but
Yeah.
whatever. Didn't care.
No,
Whatever he needed.
exactly.
So, anyways, he got donor milk.
I took a
He
nap.
was over there.
I took a
You
little
took a nap.
naparoony.
I took a nap.
Yeah.
I woke up because you decided you wanted to leave the room. And so I'm like, okay, did something happen while I was asleep? Did you
You
have another
panicked.
seizure? I
Yeah.
looked in the bathroom. Are you in the bathroom again? Like,
Yeah.
where are you? So I go to the nurse's station, freaking out, like, where is she at?
Yeah. You knew where Miles was because he was in the nursery.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, well, she's out walking the halls.
She's cruising the hallway.
I said, do what? I don't see her in no hallway.
Yeah.
She's around the corner. We got eyes on her.
Yeah.
Should be. She's about to the corner. I'm like, she just got cut open from one side to the other,
Yeah.
and she's up walking halls.
Yes.
And what did I say to you when you got back in the room?
I don't remember.
Get your ass back in bed.
You said that a lot.
I thought you didn't remember.
No, I mean, I'm just from like I don't know what you the I've just heard you say that a lot.
Get
But
your ass back in bed.
yeah, I'm yes. Mm-hmm.
This woman thinks she's Superwoman, which she is,
Thank you.
but that doesn't. No, not in every instance do you have to be.
Yeah, but I knew that if I sat and laid in that bed,
I've seen this person right here go without sleep for days upon days. She'll close her eyes, but I know she's not asleep.
yeah.
She's just resting her eyes, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
And I know this
Yeah.
because she moves. She moves closer. Like, I just know.
Yeah. Yep.
And then you'll get up after just closing your eyes for 2 or 3 hours,
Yes.
and then you'll push through a day
A full day. A late day.
and maybe a full night. Like
Yeah.
right now, it's 11:15
Mm-hmm.
or later, 11:15.
Yeah.
Um, and you'll go like just like the TikTok night
Yeah.
or morning, whatever.
Morning. It was fun. And that is
You
not a
still,
regular occurrence for
I
us. That
know,
was a very random try it date night for us. It
yeah,
was fun.
and we did it.
Yes.
Not crazy about doing it again,
No. So I think we went to bed like you said 4:30, 5 o'clock, and then I got up the next morning.
and left to go to lunch.
Yeah, I
What
had
was it?
brunch. I had a brunch set up with a friend.
You left at 11,
Yeah, but I was up at
10,
9. I think I
9.
started at 9:30 because I was answering text messages and emails before I
I'm
actually got
like,
out of
what
bed.
in the hell are
Oh
you
yeah.
doing?
Okay, love you. Bye. Like,
Yeah, that's all I got.
yeah,
Bye.
yeah,
But
yeah. And you called me an hour later, and you had finally, I guess, like come to enough to make a phone call. And you were like, "Love you." I'm like, yeah, love you too.
I was awake at like 10, and me and Miles were playing in bed. I was like, I knew you were doing what you were doing.
Yeah.
That's our time in the morning.
You and Miles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he wakes up so happy.
He is so cute in the morning.
He talks so much in the morning.
Yes, he does.
And so I was getting him to say mama.
Yes, that's our big new word because he says daddy already.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And Hannah came in earlier and said that he said it again.
Yeah. Yep. And we're working on blowing kisses. You sent me that video.
Yes, that was the first today.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't even teach him that.
He's so
He did that on his
cute.
own. He's so smart.
He's very smart. He's adorable. So it was less. So Miles was born 118 at 8:18 p.m. 7 pounds 8 ounces,
on the
18
18th.
inches long on the 18th. Mm-hmm. A lot of eights and 18s in there. Very very big number for him.
And actually a biblical number.
Yes. Yep. And so all of the babies I have birthed have been born on Wednesdays.
Mm-hmm.
That was a fun fact that I went back and looked up.
Wait, Haley.
Haley helped me look it up. Yeah. She was like, I was born on a Wednesday. And then she went in and looked at everybody else's. And she was like, wait, everybody's been born on Wednesday. Yeah. That was funny.
I'll leave it to Haley.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So he was born, like I said, Wednesday at 8:18 p.m. Friday morning. It does. Friday morning at before lunch, we were home.
Yeah.
I was
My
done.
parents were here.
I was not going to stay in the
Three
hospital another
kids.
day.
I think Ray and I went and picked up kids from school. They pick up.
Yeah.
They were all very excited to see me, which because you
Mom
were
was home. Yes.
and baby's home.
Yes.
They were all very excited, except for one of them was not so excited because someone decided they were going to pick him up from school and tell him
Yeah.
and not let us tell him that his baby brother was home.
Yeah. Yep. And
And so he even got robbed of that.
he did. And we didn't tell anybody that what was going on, obviously, in the hospital. And our very, very, very close, tight community knew what was going on. Like Kevin knew, your mom and dad knew. I think my parents knew. Lisa, I think, knew. There was a very, very tight, small community that knew that we were in the hospital, but it was our community that had gained our trust that wasn't going to go out and tell any of the other parties that we were in the hospital.
Yeah.
So Hannah, because she was with us full time, knew I was in the hospital. Jax obviously knew that I was in the hospital because obviously he's with us full time. And that's it. So Haley and Harley got robbed of the fact of knowing the day that they were born, or the day that Miles was born. And I didn't call them and tell them that they had a brother until we were home. Just for the pure fact of security.
Yeah. Well, that means a lot whenever you have so much going on like we did.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and people calling the hospital.
We did do. I mean, we still have half of it.
Yeah.
To deal with.
Yeah, of course. That I get too. So we get home and I didn't even let the transporter come to my room and get me. I was like,
I'm walking out.
We're leaving, and we're leaving right now. Not waiting on nobody. You had gone down
and packed the damn car.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I packed the car and brought up the car seat, which you want to talk about the car seat?
Sure, go ahead.
Now, do you want to talk about it?
Oh, no. I'll let you talk about it.
I need.
Oh, I'll talk about the car seat. We have a Duna, which if you guys don't know what that is, it's the fancy little, it's the carrier car seat that's got the wheels. You just click a button and the wheels fold down. So it's always a stroller. It's always a car seat. And we bought a first car seat stroller combo thing. And then I was like, decided to bite the bullet and go ahead and get the Duna. And I'm so glad we did. The thing is amazing. Well worth the money. Got that Duna money is what people the funny TikToks. But I love that stroller. It's amazing. It's really cool. I wish like where was that when the others were little? It's what I think about. So yeah, we had the car. He went and got the car seat, brought the car seat up, strapped in his little teeny tiny body. He went. He got down to I think like 7 pounds. Miles got down to like what 7 pounds 3 ounces in the hospital. Yeah. So he was tiny. Uh, he was just a little peanut. Couldn't tell that now. He's made up for it.
For real.
Yeah. So we've got the Duna, the car seat. Wasn't the first car seat we picked out, but it's a car seat. It's a really good one too.
Who else still here?
I don't know. We have 3 people viewing. And your parents came and stayed and finished staying with us for what a day after that, day and a half, 2 days, something like that. I don't remember. But I do remember sitting on the couch bawling my eyes out at home because I just wanted to hold my baby because I had no connection to him.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until after he was probably 3 months going into 4 months that I actually felt bonded and connected to him. I was robbed of so much. I didn't remember him being born. I don't remember a lot of his hospital stay. Like you signed so many consent forms for him.
Yeah. I had to.
It wasn't there for me. So it's very traumatic for me to think about everything that I was robbed of is my experience because of others.
Try and drive some attention on a different platform.
You're good.
You guys either tune in or tune out because I know it's getting late.
Yeah.
But if you want to watch us on other platforms, I just need to know what
Platforms you
those
watch?
are.
Yeah. So we and that next morning, that next Saturday, we went to a basketball game. I was bound and determined to let Haley see her brother. She was so excited to see him. So we loaded up and went to a basketball game, and I sat in the bleachers after having a C-section on Wednesday. Shuffled myself in and sat in the bleachers and shuffled myself back.
Shuffling around
Like a granny on her way to the what do we say? I
at
forget.
the retirement home.
At the yeah.
At, at the old folks
on the
home.
old folks home on their way to the game room. I shuffled everywhere. But yeah.
It's all right.
So
Who's that?
very
Somebody knocking?
not anymore. I think she's gone. But no, we
Check on her.
yeah, it sucks. I wish that it was different. I wish I had a different experience. Can't change it. Just trying to deal with it. Sucks. There she is. You going to unlock for her? Our teenager never sleeps. It's on my desk right there. Yeah, we're actually about to wrap up. I said we're about to wrap up. Blow up. I am ready for bed. A couple people have popped in, popped out. We're at the last 2 people now. It's just late and tomorrow's a work day. I think if it was a Friday night, it'd be different. I'm tired. Kind of. They don't think they can hear you unless you're right here on the mic. The camera's right there. And the mic's right there.
Hi,
There you
people.
go.
Wait.
There you go. Hello, world.
I need my glasses. Let's see. It's Papa walking.
Don't mind me just watching. Look.
Oh. That looks so great. I took your spot. What have y'all been talking about?
Your mom.
What do we have for dinner?
We didn't really eat. You made it. Nobody really ate it.
That's right. I did make dinner.
You made the lasagna stuff.
Yeah. So Miles has been great. He's awesome. He's
You say awesome like you've actually like been around him for the past like 3 hours.
I have. Dad said pack your bag.
He's been a pain in the butt a little bit. He's like officially down for the count though. Like down for the night till 4 a.m. for his bottle.
His 4 a.m. bottle.
His 4 a.m. bottle, which I'll probably have to give.
No, can't.
Okay, have fun.
Okay. Love you.
Hoppity.
Hope she doesn't actually hop in the shower. Because she'll probably fall.
Oh my god. I can just see it, so yeah. That kid, man. That kid. So we
I like cooling off in this room.
finally. So we brought Miles home.
Where's your phone?
Hung out.
Bring these lights down, please. At least the one I'm looking at.
The big one?
No,
Or that one behind me? Okay.
I feel like the lantern's probably enough.
Okay, let's find out.
So that's up.
That's the wrong one. They're not like
What do y'all think about our lighting?
that's the one you're looking at, right?
Yeah, you can probably kill that one too. That one's
I'm gonna
pretty bright.
I'll figure it out.
Makes the wall dark though.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you bring the lantern down.
I'm working on it.
Our
So
studio's pretty cool. It's not that far. A little bit.
first let me
What it-
find the one that's behind you.
What is that one set at?
Which one?
Who's interested in starting a podcast room? Anybody? Mic check. 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 Check.
No, I can't. All right, there. So we're down to that. We were so fed up. That video is going to go somewhere eventually.
I am going to post it on a personal page.
Okay. Yeah. Don't be getting me banned. Okay.
No, I'm going to put it on YouTube.
Oh, there you go. Adult
People-
only.
People will eat that up.
Beep, 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 beep. Yeah. It'd be funny just to have like unnecessary censorship.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched those? No, like they censor words that don't need to be censored.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So today, or not today, but I'm officially 6 months alive since my death experience.
6 months, 2 days. Word, Big Bird.
That's my line.
You're doing lines now?
I like to party.
That'll be the next accusation.
Yeah, I know. Accusation? Accusation. I help you.
I'll help you
I'm gonna help you.
into bed.
I'm gonna help your nursing. I'm glad I got this blanket because you were probably sweating and I'm over here freezing.
I'm actually finally cooled off.
I'm tired.
And I got one whole new subscriber on YouTube. I need you guys to like my YouTube page. That I put in the chat box. Evidently, I gotta make it to 100,000 before we can actually monetize
Oh, there's a lot.
money here. $37 ain't gonna get us there fast, but I do appreciate you guys tuning in.
Oh yeah, thank you.
You should definitely check out the shorts though, because Billy,
You want people to check out your shorts?
well, they're gray today, so people might enjoy that. I don't know. What do you think? You like gray shorts or sweatpants?
No pants.
Ooh, we're change the trajectory of this, huh?
Yeah, you didn't.
Want to turn that down a little bit further?
You didn't expect that, did you?
I don't like to expect things.
You really don't. You don't like to
Preconceive.
that. Yeah, you don't. You don't even like to like.
Speculate.
Mm-mm. You don't. It's just the way you work. I'm so glad I worked my ass off to put those acoustic sound panels up.
I told you the spray adhesive.
Yeah,
It's
but
not
I've
like they're not gonna repaint the whole room, or we're gonna have to repaint the whole room.
I know.
I mean, we've got.
But I think we've got the mics figured out that we may not have to.
Oh, do the sound.
Yeah.
Thing. Still want to do it across that wall. And the sticky stuff stuck.
The sticky things did stick, but the panels didn't stick to the sticky stuff.
That's right.
Ah.
That is 100% correct.
Yeah.
I think we should get into the part of our night that's comical.
Okay. Which is?
Not just us being us.
Go. All right, let's do it.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep. What?
Just trying to like lay it on your chest, like.
Yeah. Like big shit.
Oh my heavens.
It disappeared. He came to see it.
Yeah. I could turn the light back on for you.
No thanks.
No thanks.
What do you guys want to do?
So the research that we've done is that you have to put out how many podcasts a day? Recorded podcasts, and some of them are up to 3 hours long.
Yes. 3 to 6 a week.
36?
3 to 6 a week.
Oh. 3 to 6.
Not a day. Even so, 3 to 6 a week is some dedication.
You have commitment issues?
No.
No.
We just have a lot of things on our plate. And taking care of everybody else's stuff, and then trying to fit just our fun time. 3 to 6. We don't have fun time before this, one time a week. So 3 to 6 times a week.
And we're talking about podcasts, people.
Yeah. So
In
I tried to
podca-
fit
in
the other
pod-
fun stuff in there.
And podcast is not like
It's
a
not on
code
the
word.
top of the
It's not.
priority
It's not a
list.
code word. Mm,
I mean,
I mean,
new podcast. NP.
what were we gonna call the new one?
Hmm?
I don't know. We've had so many stupid podcast names roll across our mind.
JJ.
No, I meant for like the stupid ones. That's the other thing is we need help naming this podcast.
We gotta have an after dark one.
That's what I'm getting at.
It's not a stupid podcast. It's a podcast.
No, the names that we've come up with.
Oh.
No, our podcast isn't dumb. I'm not saying that.
Yeah, so DS.
Mm.
We'll have Curtis as a host.
Mhm.
Eating them groceries.
You a mess.
That's what Curtis do
I know. Denny's in Office Depot.
locally.
I don't know where Curtis was from.
I mean, you were at Denny's the other day, weren't you?
I was gonna go ask. We got a local one, a local Denny's.
So, if y'all are going to Denny's, I'm just gonna tell you: take a horse trailer and some alfalfa.
Oh my gosh. I really feel like we need to go into our TikTok or my so I've got a TikTok. I've got two TikToks. One's
I
called
wish you could like throw it.
I wish
picture
I
in
could-
picture.
I wish I could throw my TikTok up on the thing, but can't.
No can.
No, can't.
Throw it in front of the picture.
Yeah, I could. But anyways, I've got two TikToks. I've got the Jennifer Clements, which is a really good majority blend. And then I've got the exit point, which is very
The exit point.
which is very specific. It's very specific information.
It is.
Yeah.
And it's not like the exit point of Uranus. It's like the exit point of leaving and getting the F out.
Yeah,
of
so
your
I'm
toxic situation.
I am prior military, so the name kind of like it's strategy and finding it and planning for it. And when you go into a room, especially and people, okay, I don't do concerts. I don't do crowds. I don't do loud environments. Like
PTSD.
I just don't. No, I don't have PTSD.
Bang bang boom boom.
Gunshots and sounds don't bother me. Like going to a gun range doesn't bother me. It's people. You can predict a weapon, right? Like if somebody has a weapon, you predict that they're going to draw it at some point in
Or
time.
fire it.
Fire it, right? It's people you can't predict. And so I don't like crowds. I don't like loud places where you can't hear. And I sure as hell don't like going someplace where I can't identify an exit. And I don't like sitting with my back.
It's the first thing she does literally every time we walk into anywhere.
Yes.
Is yeah, I got in here, but how do I get out?
Yes. Hmm.
Yeah, I know. You may not have thought I knew that, but
Yeah. And I will like I don't sit with my back to the door. Unless like it's very rare that I give in to you and I give you that position at the table where you can see where you can see the door and I'll put my back to the
I
door.
think it depends on how we're seated. Like, because we go into a restaurant, honestly. Sometimes we have Miles with us.
Mhm.
Sometimes we don't.
Mhm.
Sometimes when we do, you're pushing him or I'm pushing him. And it depends on what works best for
The stroller.
wherever we're sitting.
Yeah.
And if I'm pushing him, he faces towards me. And if you're pushing him, he faces towards. It's just,
Yeah. Just the way
I
it
don't
is.
know why we do that, but it just is what it is.
Mhm.
Because we pushed him in. I don't know. I guess psychologically we both think the same way,
Yeah.
and we're gonna push him back out because we pushed him in.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Either way, I'm pulling him out of the truck. Doesn't mean I'm pushing him in.
No, I can no longer lift him in his car seat.
Yeah.
So if I'm going to load him, I have to load the car seat and then load him.
Yeah.
So
Which, if we're together, you're not.
I'm not gonna lift his car seat anyways. Yeah.
Well, I'm not gonna make you.
No, I mean that car seat
You're
alone
not.
by itself is heavy, and then you put
Let me clarify that statement.
what statement?
I'm not gonna make you.
Oh, okay. Let's talk about that. This is good. This is where it gets good.
Yeah.
I feel like our
So-
podcasts get good at the 2 hour mark, and then we go.
Yeah, for 8. So,
Yeah.
have you ever been made to do something? Forced? Felt forced?
Yes.
Um, or felt obligated because it was supposedly your job or
Manipulated.
your
Yes.
position or yeah.
Yeah.
And so previously, like the other children that you've had,
Yes.
that you birthed,
Yep.
how is it different than the one that we have together?
We do everything together, to pediatrician appointments, to talking about a vaccination schedule, to uh, waking up to his care, to all of it. Like, even though you have to get up and you have a schedule and you have needs and you have to work, you get up and you care for that child. There is no, I'm never made to feel like I can't ask for you to even so much as get up and get me water. Like, I am not a burden to you. Our child is not a burden to you, or even just a minor inconvenience. You could be so much in pain that so he's a back injury. He's got a blown disc, I think is what you told me.
I don't have. I'm missing many discs.
Yeah, from your bull riding days. But so regardless of even how much pain you're in, if you're, hurt your back or whatever, you still get up. You get up, you make bottles, I mean, and even when I was pumping for Miles, you would get up with me in the middle of the night and like get me all of my pump parts and wash all of that. I've never had a partner actively support me in that manner. I've never had somebody wash bottles, never had somebody wash pump parts and put together my pump, bring it to me, take my pumped bottles back and put them back in the fridge. Like, never had that support in the fact of like, I'm going to care for you because you are making what our child needs to thrive. Never
I
had
will
it.
say you're a little bit spoiled.
Oh, hell yeah, I am. To that though, the amount of appreciation and dedication and submissiveness you get out of me because of that,
I don't request those things.
you don't. You don't. But I also don't request the things that you do either because I would just do them. And it also takes me a lot to submit to the fact that you do them and to even vocalize or ask. Like, will you please get up with Miles? Will you please, like,
Yeah.
I just do it. But I've never had somebody that I could. I was always made to be like, oh, the baby's crying, or sleep on the couch because the babies wouldn't sleep through the night, or it.
Sorry, your baby's not sleeping through the night. Neither are you.
And we're in
Why
it.
is that one person's problem?
Yeah. We both work. You
We
and I both work.
Decided to have this child.
Absolutely did. You and I absolutely did.
So when you decide to make that commitment to something, you take care of it.
Mhm.
You nourish it. That's no different than a relationship. You decide to make that commitment to a relationship, you show up for it.
Yes. I'm checking comments. I'm sorry. I'm still listening.
I don't think there's any more. And respectfully, because there's only one person watching,
No, we're still getting comments.
why are they not showing?
Because it probably needs to scroll. Because
It
the
doesn't
mouse is
auto scroll?
no, because the mouse is stuck over there on top of that one, and so we can't see the rest. They're coming up here, but I am spoiled, and I am very aware of how
So
spoiled I am. I think I'm spoiled. And I'm
I think we
appreciative
spoil each other equally.
in different ways. That's why I didn't like that question when we first started this live. Like, what's the most romantic thing that I've ever. I don't know how to answer that question.
What do I do?
That's romantic for me.
Yeah, it's just spontaneous.
Flowers, coffee, breakfast, laundry, cleaning, cooking, grocery shopping. You are so. Have you watched all of the content that's out there now? Probably not even all of it, but some of it, where they talk about the mental load of the wife.
No.
There's a lot to be said that the wives have this mental load of them that they take on. Like, they're pre-planning 7, 8, 10, 12 days ahead of time for the household at any given time. And so the man could be like, "Hey, what's for dinner?"
Mm-hmm.
And she's got to have the mental capacity of being like, "Okay, well, I guess I need to plan dinner." Well, she's also planning groceries for the next week. She's planning who needs field trip, who's got field trip money, what projects are due at work. Oh, the house also needs to be cleaned. I need to set up a play date for this child. This kid needs to go to the doctor. Like, there's so much that she's loaded down with mentally that she's trying to remember, that I don't have that stress anymore because you
You still do a lot.
do I?
Yeah. And we've had these talks. Um, just because the man goes to work and brings home an income doesn't mean that you get to like take the rest of the time off. Like, doesn't mean you get to check out on family.
No, not at all.
And I don't care who I offend saying this.
Yeah, I don't think you. Yeah.
If anybody's offended, leave. Bye.
Bye.
Don't care.
Check up those juices.
Like, block me. I really could care less. Because as a man, not a boy, as a man, you're there to provide for your family,
Yes.
to make sure that they have some sort of
Comfort, security. That's what I
not,
look at you as.
that's part of the providing, but not only that, but to make sure that they have some sort of church life as well.
Yes. Faith.
Faith in something,
Yes.
at least bare minimum themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And so you need to provide that mental support for them as a man.
Mm-hmm.
And the Bible even talks about this.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then, thirdly, you have to show up.
Yeah.
So you can do these first two things without showing up and put it on somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
But showing up for all of it
Yeah.
is your duty as a man in your house.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely true. 100% true. I never.
You
And
can coexist with someone.
oh God, yeah. Coexistence is awful. Roommate is awful. Yeah.
See, that's what I'm like trying to figure it out.
Oh, I
But
can
I
see
want it out of
you.
the frame.
Oh, you want to. Those new mic stands, I think, will make a big difference. And I think we're losing our audience here, so I'm actually going to kick off the TikTok.
TikTok, YouTube, Facebook. Which one are you talking about? You kicking Facebook out
Yeah, I think we're going to stay on another 9 minutes.
for Facebook?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think you can kick out YouTube from your phone.
No. I think what we'll do is we'll end this. But I'm going to
What do you want to do? What y'all want to do? Y'all want to do a TikTok?
Great content, share magical moments. Let's see. I'm wondering. I don't have that yet.
Do you guys
Okay.
want to? Y'all want us to get raunchy on TikTok?
Yeah, right? I mean, we're already here.
We're already in studio. We can launch up the TikTok. I just have to get a different tripod out.
We've got that little thing, so I was going to do that.
Oh yeah.
Start up. So I went ahead and hit the live button.
On.
The tickety talk.
Oh. Well, let me help you.
You're going to help me. All right, we're notifying viewers that you're live. Hello and welcome in. Hello. No, so we are live on the Tube and the Facebook. We are about to end our Facebook Live and go into our After Dark series of questions. And we talk about relationship, and this is us. You're good. What's poppin'? Don't mind me just watching. Hello, hello. You guys are awesome. So yeah, so if you're here and you're seeing this live, we're going over to TikTok. We are going to go live on the TikTok handles, the exit points. Always know your exit, know where to find your exit, and how to find it. Yeah, I think so. I think we're good and we're golden. Okay. He's going to drop a comment. See you. Oh, okay. Yeah. We're going to go live. We're going to start reading our After Dark questions and cards. We're going to talk about relationship stuff. We are already at 182 people in our one people, and we're going to do our After Dark questions. If you want to pop on over to the TikTok, we're going to ask questions of each other, talk about our relationship, find out about our After Dark questions, the exit point. TH. We're going to be talking about, have you ever had a one night stand? And if so, what was it like? All right, I'm asking you guys. This is our first question of the night. We ask you guys, and you guys make our live, you guys make our comment section. So I want to know, have you ever had a one night stand? And if so, what was it like? That's the very first question popping out of the after hour. Welcome. Thank you for the likes, you guys. Love it.
Hang on. You already asked the question?
I did.
You can't do that yet.
Why not?
We're still live up there.
Well, I asked our TikTok community if you've ever had a one night stand, and if so, what's it like?
You got any comments?
On TikTok? Have you ever had a one night stand, and if so, what was it like? Hey, Lucky. Hey, Ruby.
Where's Curtis?
Where is Curtis? Anybody see Curtis?
What up? I bet he had one.
Come in. If you've ever had a one night stand, what would you say it was like? We're going into the After Dark Hours questions. I don't think we're going to get anybody else on the Facebook Live. We're ending that, and we are going into TikTok and the exit point. This is where Jason might come in and ask the community questions. Just do what you guys have in life. It was bad. Never. That's not even funny, and I'm not reading that out loud. That's awful. That's horrible. Have you ever had a one night stand? never know what you're gonna get with TikTok. You've got to be like super careful. You are so beautiful. Please don't make it. No, not what I'm doing. Oh, you're dying laughing. Oh, okay. I thought you had like some terminal illness. Thank you for telling me. Have you question of the evening? Sort of. Thank you for following. Thank you for the follows. Let's go exit 3. Oh, now we get 3 people. Okay. Have you ever had a one-day Were y'all on our live the other night? Anybody a repeat offender in here? Anybody a repeat offender? Did anybody join my live last time? I was. Okay. Were you here for the Curtis part? Like when Curtis popped in? Yes. Repeat offender.
Give him the time
Our community. You guys are awesome.
I don't want to talk about her.
Are you not gonna end Facebook? Oh, at midnight. You got it. We've got it. Facebook community live. These questions are only good. The question is, have you ever had a one-night stand? If so, I really hope Curtis comes back. I wonder if he was working tonight and if he got his cell phone bill paid for. I went to our local Denny's and I didn't see him. So I don't know what Denny's is working out. You got any puppy girl? Our coffee surgery. All right. So somebody answered. Yes, I have. Yeah, we can't strong over at 5. Start asking me another question. So your significant other wants to role play. Which scenario would you choose? Would you role play? If your significant other came to you, would you role play? What's our topic for tonight? I just like coming in here and get these like talking. I love it.
What is on the top? Can't read them.
One of them I couldn't read because it involved too fast. I'll let you scroll. Hi guys. Welcome in. I'm Jen. The channel called The Exit Point. I'm a veteran.
Okay.
I'm a veteran and
Talking to the mic real quick. Goodbye, everybody. Good night.
Good night. Bye. And exit point comes from always knowing your exit point. I never go into